Okay, time to come clean. Even though the power supply for this computer just arrived today, I did sort of cheat and plug in the power supply and check for the pulsing orange light of death, which is not present. And I did power it on for a brief second. Well, actually not really power it on. I pushed the power button for a brief second to see if anything would happen, and I heard the fans come on. That's as far as it went. I mean, that's as far as I went. I then shut it down. So since this is technically a half first power on for this computer, other than that, I don't know what's going to happen next. So let's push the power button. Oh, and then have it spit a DVD out at us. Okay. Grey's Anatomy. What season is this? Second season. Oh, hey, what's this? Okay, so it is booting. As you can see, the loading circle. It's not the fastest one on Earth, because, well, just because it's a 500 megahertz PowerPC G4 chip. I don't know if it could be disabled or it's to do with the settings, but normally don't these have like a startup chime? Like the little bong sound? Because when I started, it didn't make that noise, as you can hear. So the hard drive sounds sort of crunchy. Wait, what's this? Welcome to Macintosh. Okay, so it's starting up. You can see the cursor. What is this? Let's see. Okay, so trackpad. Trackpad works. There seems to be some graphics artifacting in the corner. That's... Does the sound work? Okay, sound works. What version are we running? Oh, this screen is sort of bashed. About this Mac. Okay, 10.2.8, and it's running 1 gigabyte of RAM. Very noisy hard drive. Oh, here we are, okay. So here's the dock, and what do we have? We have iTunes. We have iPhoto, Firefox, System Preferences, Preview, iMovie, and then Launcher. Where's that email? I don't know. Okay, so now it's opening Safari. And it can't connect. Okay. Because they took the Wi-Fi card. This had an Airport Extreme, and whoever had it, well, the thrift shop, removed the card. So I don't think it's trying to charge the battery, because it's showing 1%. Let's shift this. So here we are, and it seems to be that when you flex the computer the right way, the artifacting goes away. So that's something. Well, here's the continuation and wrap-up of the video. This laptop seems to be working okay, except for two problems. There seems to be a problem with the video cable, that if you have the screen in the right position, it's fine. But if you flex the screen, there's some artifacting that shows up and then goes away. I don't know if it's showing up on the camera. But see, when you flex it forward, the artifacting comes back. You can see over there, there's a red line. When you put it back, it's fine. So that's that. And I thought that the battery was dead. So I let it charge for hours. And currently it's in time-based mode, but let's go to percentage. So it's at 76%. And I'll show that, but it's at 76%. And it's approximating 2 hours and 49 minutes left. So far the battery, and it depends on how much activity is going on. See, the time just went up. So if I'm listening to a CD or watching a movie, I get about 3.5 hours out of this. Otherwise, it's like insanely high. It's like 6.5 hours of just standby. Actually, okay, standby, it's weeks, approximately. Use-wise, it's about 6 hours if I'm listening to music. Currently, when it's idle, it goes up to like 3 hours. One more thing, let's see. I talked about the screen. Also, the right side speaker is dead. I've taken it apart. I haven't checked the cables because I need to disassemble it and take the entire logic board out. But I checked the cables by flipping it over and popping the back off. I also removed the weird little feet that was on it because there were some nasty rubber feet that were not factory. So I peeled those off and used Gooby Gone. And if we look at the little level of the battery, which I thought was dead, it's at about 80%. On top of the fact that this is a replacement battery. It is Encore brand, which makes really good batteries. Which makes really good batteries, but they're really expensive. So in order to replace this, it's like $210. Now, I didn't feel like spending $210 on an $8 laptop. So it starts up, and since it's a 500 megahertz, It was a little bit slow, but not that bad. So right now you can see the problem that to me it looks a little bit blue because in the corner you can see the red line. If I hold it, yeah, it changes shades. If I hold it at the right angle, then it goes back to being regular gray. So it loads up. I had a secondary account that even though it did an auto login, I didn't have the password. So if I ever logged out, I would never be able to log back in. And to use the terminal and install applications, I didn't have the password, so I couldn't use the installation of installing programs. So I went in doing recovery. I deleted the whatever file, the Apple setup completion.plist file or whatever, and it set it back to being a fresh install in its mind. So then I went through and I did the account creation section, and I was able to create another admin account, set a password on it, and then through there I deleted the other person's account. Also, I'm fairly certain they had upgraded it to an airport extreme card, because they had upgraded it to 1 gigabyte of RAM, and of course you'd upgrade the card, because the stock doesn't come with a Wi-Fi card. Even though there are those two small issues, overall, and those are just minor issues, overall, it seems to be a pretty solid low-end Mac. I do hope to one day get an Intel Mac, either a 2006 or 2007, that I can use ML post factor on so I can get a newer version. But as for PowerPC based computers, it seems to be okay for what I need to do. I do understand that there are faster megahertz processors. There's the 750, there's the 600, 750, 800, 900, and 1 gigahertz, 1.6 gigahertz, etc. But this one, even though it's 400 megahertz, seems to do everything I need to do, and it gives me the experience of using a Macintosh. So this has been Zesty Panda with another video. If you like this, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down. Also leave a comment, what'd you think, suggestions, ideas. I'll try to think up other stuff soon, but this is what I have now.